Welcome back to my playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 with BlackICE and Third Reich Events. I would like to thank all of you who are still with me in this series, and thank you to those who've given feedback and liked this video. I really do appreciate it. Okay, let's get moving. Another aircraft come online. Is it? 162 dive bombers. Okay, we don't need all these extra consumer goods. They'll go to producing more things. Okay, let's see. Since all that's coming online. Let's do this just a little bit here. We'll see what the rest of this year has in store for us here. It's already in August. No, we don't need to trade with Uruguay. We're doing alright. We're building up our officers fairly well. Neutral on that, but no dissent. Let's keep dissent from starting to creep up on us by any chance. So, slightly overproduce some consumer goods, but just a teeny little bit. No, we don't really need fuel. I don't fully understand the oil fuel conversion rates in this game, why it does what it does. I understand supplies, that I just simply adjust here, but doesn't adjust the fuel production. Transport ship hull advance. Alright. That's this. We need that. We need to get landing craft. So we have to get landing craft. We got to get transport hull to 2, but that's already at 38. And we've got to get marine activation. That's here. Marine activation. Amphibious warfare equipment to at least 1. Naval underway replenishment. This is the one that I sort of kind of disagree with, because it's a 1941 technology. I want to get landing craft sooner. And basing construction. Basing. That is here. So we won't push there, but let's, since we're looking here, let's look at the special forces for a second. Pretty much later, except for that. We'll go with that. Mountain Corps HQs have advanced. Alright. This will be needing our attention soon. Just want to check some other areas to see how we're flowing. With research. Doing radar. Encryption machine. That will be helpful. And we want to activate this. 2 Gebs. Gebers. Jaegers. HQ's formed. Okay. And they appear down here. Same place where the Olympics took place. There were some really where Germany's primary mountain warfare schools were located. Go to the resources map to check places like that to make sure that we're doing good optimization here. For factories maxed out there. Leipzig, Dresden. All right. What we're going to do is move all of these down. Still do a little bit of air building. Get those units out of the way. Armored HQs have advanced. Our research in them have. Okay, let's see. Let's get some training. I want to ungrade those two there first. Two armored core HQs have been formed. Nice photo of Panzer I's early days training. So they appear here. It's good that they appear in generally the same spot so that we can identify them when we need them. I just sort of leave them be until they come online. A bunch of events. Okay. The Horthy Cup. Admiral Horthy was the leader of the Kingdom of Hungary. Admiral, very big interest in water polo. And this is one of the events. He's either in the background or somewhere at this event. And that's the badge for the event and who it took place. Scores. Just an interesting fact. This is sort of a notification of an event that happened that helps Hungary's relations with a few countries. I sort of designed this kind of thing that if it affects Germany to have a notification of events, though you might not see the in-play game effects because they're best handled in the other country. Just so that keeps the German player notified. Build more air bases in northern Germany? Yeah, we need those. Junkerschule Brunswick. This was the older Junkerschule there. And this is a BlackICE event, which I've redid the image for. So it fits with more of my events look-wise, but this was their event. SA sporting events at the Olympic Fields there in Berlin. So this helps train up the SA for potentially recruiting into the army. SA members recruiting into the army later in the war. So that helps out our infantry unit training gain a little bit. We have to readjust this because effects, as well as we've just got more ICs here in Brunswick because of that last event. No. What I want to do is continue to build up our trading relations with the Soviets. That will be one, submarines, well, yeah, any sort of naval attacks won't interrupt them, our convoys, and we'll be good until we're ready to declare war on the Soviet Union. So we will do that to keep rare materials coming in. Japan. No. Oh, let's pause this. Finland. No. Both good countries to trade with. An SS Holiday House. This is a very real place. Holiday House up in the mountains. The SS built. It's, yeah, not huge, but it's really just functioned as a retreat, holiday, vacation. Nice little photos. I thought it was interesting. Die Front. This was one of the National Socialist papers of Switzerland. That's why it's Horus. Again, you see the game effect that Switzerland gets, but you don't get the details of that. But just interesting news of what's going on. Saalschutz, the Swiss SS. Saal is sort of like a salon Schutz guard, you know, room guard in English, kind of thing. That's their armband that they wore. And so they have a protection squad. Another event. Wow, a lot of popped up here. This is one of the D-Worms events that he put together. This is again the German National Prize is a thing that we supplement, or Germany supplemented for, excuse me, for the Nobel Prize, honoring the various Germans. We didn't, the Germans did. The Ascaris. This is a very interesting story here. This is part of the Tanganyika events. Real life, after World War II, the West German government decided that it should pay off all the surviving members of the original Ascaris in Tanganyika. So they sent down some officials down to Tanganyika and announced that they were going to pay. And so lots of people showed up, some people with paperwork, some people with scraps of uniforms, all showed up, tried to get it. But they really didn't have good records of who it was, and they were trying to wonder how would they figure out who should be paid or not. Well, one of the members that were sent down there figured out that all the Ascaris knew how to drill, because they were all trained to drill with rifles in German. So they would take them and have them go into a room with a broom and do orders arms drills in German, because in Tanzania the colonial language had become English, and so most Africans there didn't know German, and even those that were in the Ascaris didn't know German, but they did know the marching commands in German. So if they knew that, they got their lump sum payment of their pensions. So I took that idea, and well, what if that, and if you had already supported the Deutsches Colonial Kriegersbund, DKKB, they would want to look out after their, or could have looked out after their fellow compatriots that remained in Africa. So you have an option here. Do we pay the pensions, which is a good chunk of money here, or not? Well, I want to support our former veterans here, so we're going to do that. But we are losing money, so we need to find something to sell. Or we need to find someone to sell some supplies to. Let's see if we can sell some to Switzerland. Switzerland's a good trading partner because we probably won't be going to war with them, at least that's my play style. No, not that much. There we go. The Spanish state doesn't have enough money. So we could see if we can sell some supplies to Poland. Yeah. And we'll also sell a little bit to the US. And we now got an attack here. Industry. So we're moving that from pushing the research. And we need to adjust here. There we go. Good. We've got all of our agreements here. Ah, yes. Hitler's Dream Stadium. Deutsches Stadion. Picture of the model. There's Hitler's spear walking up the side of a hill that they built. You can see in the background to simulate how this would work. And so they built sort of a model to test it. So they didn't have computers and things like that in those days to see lines of sight and how well it would work with people. Well, let's see, do we want to do this? Project is going to cost us a bunch, but as they say, it'll cost less than 2 Bismarcks. You know, the way Hitler thinks. Or do we take the dissent and lose national unity? Now, losing the national unity dissent is not that big, but still it will add up in this. So we're going to decide to start the building of this. There we go. Oh good, we stole some Japanese blueprints. Cruiser fire control systems to level 3. Good. That way our cruisers will be better. No. We don't want to give them money for things. No. Clear these out here. This was another Albert Speer. I read his book Inside the Third Reich many years ago, so that's why I know a bit about Speer. This was one of Speer's big ideas, columns of lights. He, being an architect with the Nazis' like of Roman-style columns, got a bunch of the big searchlights around together and shot them all straight up in the air to create these big columns of light. So the Reichspartei, Party Congress here. This will be good for us. It'll give us 6 more ICs in random provinces and help out with popularity and such. And see, it gave us all the way up to high popularity. Let's pause this for a second again. So we've lost medium popularity, gone to high popularity. That's very good. Somebody got away with our blueprints. The Great Fall Maneuvers of 1937. See Heinz Guderian there. German panzer troops. Good, this will help our training of our armor units. 132. Richthofen squadron. Because of high popularity, we can now research more Direct fire unit, there we go. Slow it down just a little. Let's move back to the regular screen here. I don't know which is better for this playthrough. We're gonna move the clock a bit faster with lots of pauses, or try to keep things going. Speed. Interesting German tourism poster and campaign visit. Pleasant trip to Germany. Obviously, it's in English, so it's designed for the foreign market. This will bring us some money income. Foreign money in. Germany at this time, I've been reading The Wages of Destruction by Totes, don't know how to pronounce his name exactly, talking about the German economy. And Germany it's a myth to say that they were short of money. They always had plenty of money because they could always print money. What they were short of was foreign currencies. For various reasons, they were always struggling to keep the amount of foreign currencies, including things like restricting how many Reichsmarks people could take out, and obviously would exchange foreign exchange overseas to keep control of their currencies. So any foreigners who wanted to come to Germany, at least of the right type of people, Germans were happy to see them come and spend their money in Germany and help out. So this way. The Ford company magazine here, give you an idea of what was in it, help out our tech research. Okay, because we lost that just a while ago, one of our sales things, Romania, there. Oh, they got plenty of income, so we'll. Oh, they don't want to buy any supplies. Bummer. Let's see, who else could we sell supplies to here? Maybe Japan wants some steel. That doesn't bring us much money in, but would help our... No. Iran. See if we can sell them supplies. Trying to find countries that we want to have good relations with, so... See if we can sell them some things. Czechoslovakia, they can't trade outside of the continent because they don't have a port. Now, see, Soviets may buy some stuff from us, some supplies. In Hearts of Iron 2, they sell trade goods as opposed to consumer goods. I don't know why they developed this special category, but they did. They can take, but the Soviets did. Okay, we need to produce some more factories here. We're going to send all of these bottom here of the queue. How's the Spanish Civil War going? Look at the flag map here. Well, the Nationalists are seeming to do pretty well, so I think they're going to win this time. Obviously, they're being helped out by us in Italy, and the Soviets are helping them out, or helping the Republicans out, I know. Let's start influencing them a little bit. Oh, lost our high popularity, back to medium popularity. National Socialist Deutsches Arbeiterpartei Ostgruppe, meaning foreign group, outside group. They had a branch in Calcutta. Very interesting. Do we want to try to expand it or not? Not at this time. We're not going to do this playthrough. So if the Nationalists will win the Spanish Civil War, we will hopefully convince them to be our allies. They can be useful in some ways. Excellent. The first three Standarte or regiment of the Totenkopfverband, Death Heads detachment. There. Not good people, but they will have later effects. Now, for some reason, they've changed this, and I don't know why. Not that Ike wasn't in charge of that, but he was also the inspector, so I'm going to promote him up to inspector. And find some other SS guy here to lead this unit for the moment. There we go. And attach him to our SS headquarters. The SS Empire continues to grow. With more and more units on the board, you need more and more consumer goods. Okay, it's a small amount. We can afford that. More U-boats are coming online. Good thing, good thing. And attach them to a good headquarters here, the U-boats. I again apologize to all of our German speakers for my butchering of their language. Alright. Nah. 2, 3, 2. Okay, how are we doing for? Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, a bunch of decisions have now appeared. Upgrade the infantry division here, the 20th. Yep. Yep. Generally find it the easiest time to try to find these units is when they first come on the map, because they have low organizational levels. I want to continue concentrating my mobile forces on the Polish border over here. There we go. The Defense Research Report. Minor breakthrough, better than nothing. Frank battles Czech police. The SDP is stirring up trouble in Czechoslovakia and creating incidents to make the Czechs look bad. Flak Regiment Goering. Yeah, we'll keep him happy. He needs prestige units. The 4-year plan, a magazine on the 4-year plan. Promoting ourselves up. Volksbund NSSAP, the National Socialist Swiss Arbeiters or Workers Party. Yes, we will support them. If you're playing through and you don't want to get all these Swiss events, just decide early on not to support any of the Swiss National Socialist groups. The events won't happen. They're all triggered only if you go down the path. Depth charge advance. Let's see how we're doing there. What other ships or submarines do we want to be researching at the moment? 36. We will increase that. Another training ship. Yeah, we'll use that. Give us a boost in leadership there for a while. Germany had several of these training ships. No longer lying toward it. Switzerland's programmed to never get too close to any one alliance, so if you're influencing them, they won't influence themselves. If they start to drift towards one country or another too far, they'll start going the other ways. Okay, the Untersea boat Schul flotilla. Do we want to expand it and move it? Originally been in Kiel, we could move it to Lübeck there. Yeah, or not, but we will. Anti-Comintern Pact. Actually originally sort of proposed, I believe, by the Hungarians. So yes, we will sign it. That's Ribbentrop, Mussolini, and the Japanese ambassador there in Rome at the time. So this will disrupt our popularity in some countries, help it in others, or we can refuse to do that and Italy won't like us. But no, we want to go down this path. That helps our internal unity. All these are all about to come online. So right now we are at about, let's see, that's what, 5.48 cost. To build factories now are already down at 5.38. A few more that are going to come online here pretty quickly. Let's see where we can start production on some more factories. It's already filled up. I already checked those. Alright, that will definitely shift things there. We will be needing to do some more trades there. More defense research. Another minor breakthrough. Okay, well, thank you all for watching this video. I hope it's continuing to be interesting. I'm going to have to end this session now. Have a good day all. Keep gaming.